Welcome back to Speed Dating for Ghosts. We robbed a bank. It was kind of lame. I want to know what's going on with Carlsbad, though. He seems like a weird, cool guy. Not weird. Not cool. Definitely weird. It's a weird guy. Anyway, let's go on a date with Spooky Peter. I think we have a lot to learn. You arrive for your date with Spooky Peter. A hall of mirrors at a roadside carnival. A clown's face, all smiles and menace, watches over the entrance. Well, if it's mirrors and stuff, I want to know what's going on with Spooky Peter and mirrors, seeing as that came up in the last episode. Welcome to my home. Oh, is it going to turn out that Spooky Peter's not that spooky and he just lives in a haunted house and gets real hype on the haunted house? Inside are twisted corridors lined with mirrors. With only a slight reflection, it's especially disorienting to navigate in these halls. Spooky Peter leads you to a specific mirror, taller than the others. The mirror's face is concave, as if to pull in everything around it. Oh, this is him wanting to deal with, like, the other side. It makes me really wonder why... See, because it put Leon first in the list, right? So I went with Leon first, but if I had thought about this first, I might have made a different choice in the mirror. I know you can reset your saves, so it's not like I'm totally locked out of going on Peter's date again, but it's clunky. Oh, wait, no. Actually, can I play it back from the... I think I can play it back from the main menu. I think we saw that a few episodes ago, and I forgot about it. I think if I go over to the graveyard, I can replay it. Anyway, we might do that after. We are going into this mirror. Hesitate. Do not fear this leap beyond the edge. It is an impossibility for mortals. For us, it is merely another door. Together, you step inside the mirror. Welcome to the mirror world, or as it's known here, yeah, I get it. It's backwards. This funny. That's the mirror world spelled backwards. Do you see the eerie green? That is what happens when an image reflects itself. Well, it's because there's both a color to the glass and the silver nitrate that is usually used to make mirrors is not perfectly reflective and has a color of its own. But anyway. Takes on an eerie green. No, it's really how modern glass is made. But okay. The more times a reflection is reflected, the greener it becomes. Just like this. Him just turning lime green is pretty funny. Oh, well, I feel like I have to go this route, even though it seems against the nature of the game, against the idea of the game, but I feel like I talked about it, so I'm forced to. There's actually a science behind that. Science has no bearing here. In the mirror world, the physical laws are upended. Am I really here? Or am I over here? Or am I over here? Perhaps it is all of the above. Or even nowhere at all. You know what? We'll just go with it. That's amazing. I thought you might be impressed. I have practiced these skills for ages. Centuries. It is not easy being green. Alright. Spooky Peter the Frog. Now come with me. The spooking hour approaches. It's 3 a.m. in case you're wondering. Why 3 a.m.? Only witches and sins are awake at 3. We seek neither. In a way, we are both. What does that even mean, guy? Together, you and Spooky Peter fly through the void, passing countless mirrors in reverse, each peering into a life still being lived. Each mirror in the living world is actually a door. Staring into one long enough in the dark, or saying a spirit's name 3 times, that's like knocking. After a short trip through oblivion, you arrive at a particularly decorative mirror. A splendid haunt. Spooky Peter leads you through the mirror glass into a long hall lined with bricks on one side. There are still boxes in the hall. The mirror you stepped through is propped up against the wall. At the far end is a massive kitchen with original marble tile that does well to hide its age. Paul is sleeping. Let's get to spookin'. I think Spooky Peter is a huge dork. Spooky Peter leads you through the closed bedroom door where a man in his 20s is sound asleep on a mattress. He is snoring loudly. Spooky Peter floats to one shadowy corner by the open window, then motions for you to do the same. The curtain flaps over Peter's shadowy visage. He stands silently, hat bent slightly forward. He's just standing there. Should we shake the bed? Patience, protege. The aim is to be a presence, not a threat. Spooky Peter stands motionless for several minutes. Wait, no, 40 minutes. 40 minutes of doing nothing but standing there. Finally, he moves away from the corner. Watch, protege, as I tighten the knot. Spooky Peter sinks into the hardwood floor. The old wood lets out a loud creak, 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 as steady as a pulse. Paul is still snoring. Peter moves into the ceiling and starts to scratch. Scritch, 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 like raspy breaths. Paul is still snoring. Peter is starting to look annoyed. He floats over to Paul and peeks in his ear. Some sort of orange foam. It obstructs his ear canal, preventing him from hearing us. Again, I am thwarted by the progress of man. Sure, why not? Scratch on the wall. You scratch with one nail long and deep above Paul's head. It leaves a long vertical line in the plaster. Making an arrow pointing up. A puzzling symbol. This is good. He will most certainly fret over its meaning. The fear this will sow brings me butterflies. I am proud of you, protege. Truly, you are spooky this day. Oh, man. Spooky Peter leads you back to the hallway mirror. Back through this weird mirror world of his. A fractal realm on the dull side of the train. Of the tane? Is that a word I don't know? Hold on. I gotta find out if this is a word I've never seen before. Tane. Oh. Thin tin plate. Or the tin foil for the backs of mirrors. Interesting. Okay, so it is a word. What he said. Eventually, you reach the mirror that leads back to where you came in. Well, this is me. Thank you for your company. This was fun. I am pleased. Before we return to the physical world, I should warn you, time behaves differently in the mirror world. What may have felt like hours was in fact years. A decade has passed since we began this date. Well, that's just rude, dude. Why wouldn't you give me that warning up front? I speak in jest. It's barely been the length of a talkie. The look of fear on your face. Spooky Peter spooked you good. He tips his hat to say goodbye. More dust falls off the brim. Guess I'll be seeing you. A breeze picks up, and the rest of him blows away. Sorry about this one. What do you mean? Wait, is that a narrative? Is that the writer saying that? Wow. Okay. Well, we'll go back to the Hall of Liars in the next one. We may also see if we can give Spooky Peter the mirror in the heist and see what happens. I'll see you guys for the next one.